Bishop, what is the significance of the colors that we see associated with Advent and Christmas?
Well, that's a great question. We do have a variety of liturgical colors throughout the year. They take a shift when we begin with the first Sunday of Advent. And we go 2 weeks with purple, 1 week with rose, or one could look at it as pink, and then we return to the purple. And so we could ask ourselves, why are those colors dominant during Advent? So purple liturgically does have some elements of being penitential. We remember purple during Lent that we wear, which is a little bit more penitential. So there is a quality of Advent, and it used to be more in the forefront in years past, in which it's a time of preparation. It's a time of saying, I'm anticipating you coming at Christmas, Jesus. Am I ready for you? And so it means we should do some spirit of penance as we're entering into the season, not intense like we do during Lent. However, a good practice, one that really is encouraged, is, for example, to go to confession, to go to the sacrament of reconciliation, penance. And many of our churches offer greater opportunity for that because you want to have the best Christmas possible. It's not going to be because you got the most awesome gifts. It's going to be because you received the Lord more fully. So purple is tied a little bit to penance, and going to the sacrament of reconciliation is a great way to get ready. Purple also connotes royalty. It's a very royal color, and so it is connected with Christ himself. And so there is that focus on Christ whenever we think of purple, but particularly that kind of preparation. Now, there is one Sunday, the third Sunday, and we have it as Gaudete Sunday, which means rejoice. And that rose, or pink, is that sort of burst of joy in the midst of us getting closer and closer to the birth of our Lord. And so that has a particular celebratory theme that brings with it. And so even some of the churches are more decorated. It's as if we're getting so close to Christmas, we can begin to celebrate it a little bit. So we have purple, we also have rose, and then, of course, as we get to Christmas, we have the brilliance of white, which symbolizes holiness and joy and the light of Christ. So the colors all have a beautiful connection and a preparation. When we think about getting ready for Christmas, here's something to be aware of. Not to be overly austere. We have celebrations and gatherings. But there should be a real time of saying, I'm anticipating the birth of the Lord. And so I want to get ready for that. And not just to kind of flip too soon to the arrival of Christ, but to have ourselves preparing for the coming of the Lord. Because once we do that, then we have a beautiful celebration at Christmas that's far more than we could have otherwise had if we didn't really prepare ourselves during Advent.
That is such a beautiful explanation. And, it reminds me that it is the practice in so many of our parishes and schools that it's a time as they prepare, they think of others. And so they do giving trees and they get tags of wishes. So Are there things like that people can do as part of their newfound traditions of the seasons?
The beautiful opportunity that we have during Christmas, which particularly here in the Midwest, is it's a time in which material needs can be greater. That people are living, if they're in poverty, in need of clothing, in need of heat, in need of material assistance, and in some cases just in need of Christmas gifts because they don't have the resources to be able to obtain them themselves. So most of our parishes have some means through a giving tree, through an opportunity to say, bring a gift for a person of this age who needs a gift of a certain type, so that there are ways to be outbound and other focused. The other is that with all the joy of Advent and Christmas, there are people who are living alone. There are people who don't have families to celebrate with. There are people who are in need of an extra form of outreach. So it doesn't have to be going to like a structured program that your church offers. though those are great. My guess is that all of us know somebody who would love just to have a visit, just to have a phone call or a FaceTime, who would love to have someone just come by and see how they're doing. Advent is a good time to say, who else can I make feel welcome? Who else can I share God's love with?